Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Finance Minister and my dear friend, Mr. Mohammad Aurangzeb, my mentor and teacher, Dr. Ishrat Hussain, the chairman of Unity Foods Limited, and my elder, General Umar Mahmood Hayat, our partner and the CEO of Infrazamin Pakistan, one of the outstanding women leaders in Pakistan, and my friend Maheen Rahman, our international speakers, our speakers from all over Pakistan, my friend and brother and the CEO of Unity Foods, Farooq Amin Gordal, he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. I'm very grateful to all of you for your presence here at the 7th edition of Leaders in Islamabad Business Summit. As Rabia mentioned, that in the last 6 years, we hosted around 5,500 delegates from across 30 countries on almost every sector of the economy. Our idea was to create an event in Islamabad where we attract the global leaders as well as the intelligentsia of Pakistan under one roof for 2 days. In this regard, I am very grateful to Martin Dow Company and the management of Martin Dow who co-curated this event with us in the last 6 years. I'm extremely grateful to Unity Foods Limited for partnering us in different productive activities for the national cause, including this 7th edition of Leaders in Islamabad Business Summit. This is one organization progressing very well, focusing on agri and many other sectors of our economy. And I must compliment the leadership of Unity Foods for their commendable work for Pakistan. Mr. Farooq Amin, please rise for the recognition. My dear friends, I'm also very grateful to our partners in Infrazamin and our platinum partners, Faisal Bank Limited, and all our other partners who are collaborating with us for this Leaders in Islamabad Business Summit. I'm also very grateful to my friend, Mr. Mustafa Moharram. Please rise for the recognition. He is here from Egypt. And they are one of the leading public affairs company in Middle East and Africa. And today we are signing a joint venture with Moharram and Partners. We are collaborating for different countries with Nutshell and Moharram and Partners. Thank you, Moharram. My dear friends, I'm 48, not out. And since my childhood, I'm listening to that Pakistan is at the crossroads. And I genuinely feel that today again, Pakistan is at the crossroads. But I believe, I'm very optimistic, despite all the challenges, that this is an opportunity for Pakistan to uplift from here. And individuals like Mohammad Aurangzeb, he's here, I'm not praising him because he's here, because I worked with him closely, not only in Habib Bank, but with Pakistan Business Council and Pakistan Banks Association. And we witness his energy, his intellect, and all other team members of the economic team right now. I'm optimistic that in collaboration, they will do the needful for Pakistan. If we compare Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, after 75 years, one thing which is missing is education. Dr. Ishrat Hussain published his book last year, and this is a classic comparison and learning for all of us, how India progressed, how Bangladesh is progressing, and where we are standing today. There are reasons behind this. Pakistan today is world's 5th largest nation. Our current census is 250 million individuals in this country. And by 2047, our size will be over 400 million, 40 crore. And out of 40 crore, around 66, 67% population will be under 30 years of age. But what is the biggest threat for Pakistan today? I believe the education. The 28 million kids are out of school today. As a state of Pakistan, we are not providing them education and we are not providing them vocational training, जिसे हम हुनर कहते हैं. So, how India progressed? Till 1991, India was behind us. But in the last 33 years, whatever happened in India, their corporations are now global, working in 100 countries and in 20 countries. This is because of their education infrastructure. What they did in the last 50, 60 years with the education sector. Unfortunately, in our country, education is our least priority. And here is the problem. Because we are not a small European or African country. We are world's 5th largest population. We can attract investments, we can do wonders. But without addressing this issue of education, we can't progress in a sustainable manner. So this is my point number one through this forum, that there is a new government here. Last month they started their working. And I urge the leadership of current government to focus on education. Not for 6 months, not for 5 years, for next 25, 30 years. This is what we are lacking, a long-term strategy in every sector. Whether this is investment, this is economy, climate, health, education, anything. And another challenge is the population growth. As I mentioned that by 2047, this will be over 400 billion. This is a huge number. So we can transform this youth bulge into our asset. But without education, this will be a very difficult and toughest situation for Pakistan. So here is a need of focus. I worked in the government and I'm doing the advocacy for investment climate in Pakistan. And I'm very, very well aware that the current government is doing the policy reforms and they are doing some outstanding work. In next few months, we will see some progress here. But what we need in investment also is a plan for next 20, 25 years, not 5 years. My friend Naeem Zamidar is here. He also chaired the Board of Investment. And after the policy reforms, there is a need to manage the guarantee for policy continuation for at least next 8, 10, 12 years. Without fixing all these issues, this will be difficult to attract sustainable FDI. So I believe that we all are Pakistanis first. Our political affiliations are on number second. And we should act as Pakistan first. So here is a need of collaboration. Here is a need to support the state of Pakistan. And we should avoid the polarization in this country. This is another big challenge for this country. I'm optimistic about the future of Pakistan and I believe that whatever is happening in the last few years, this is part of an evolution. Trust me, this is part of an evolution. There are huge opportunities, but there is a need of competent teams at the right places. There is a need of collaboration amongst all stakeholders. One is the political government, one is the bureaucracy, one is the military leadership, one is the business community. Without a strong working of these 4 stakeholders, these 4 segments of our society, we can't progress. So, I also believe that recently Saudi Arabia delegation visited here and our leadership also visited Saudi Arabia and a very excellent meeting with the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and his team. I'm working with Saudi Arabia very closely and this is my passion also now. There's no more work, this is a passion. Saudi Arabia or Riyadh today is the most happening place in the world. The most happening place in the world as far as the economy and investments are concerned. And whatever they did in the last 6.5 years, trust me, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. How they empowered the woman, how they worked in last 35 years in education, and what they are offering to the world. This is an eye-opener. This is a case study. When I joined the government, many seniors advised me that Saudi Arabia जो है ना ये ट्रक की बत्ती के पीछे लगा देते हैं आपको. After 1 month, I realized, and this was my conclusion, my learning, no, this is 100% our fault. Trust me, this is 100% our fault. Here is a need to do the complete homework. In addition to facilitation, there is a need to do the ready projects. And I propose, I already had a discussion with finance minister and other ministers as well, that there is a need to engage the private sector individuals in the ministries and the organizations on market salaries in every sector. Because in all other countries, in ASEAN, in Central Asia, in Middle East, in Africa, where they are progressing, there is actually a collaboration amongst the public sector and the private sector. In almost every important ministry of economy, they hired the best individuals from the market. So here is a need to address this issue on war fittings, because a competent team in different ministries, a competent team in different institutions who are responsible for this economic and investment climate, this will be productive and this will be beneficial for all of us. So my concluding remarks are, one, I mentioned about education. We should do the firefighting, we should do everything. But on parallel, we should start from now instead of waiting further. A concrete plan and concrete strategy, a concrete budget for our education system. And this policy should be for next 25, 30 years minimum. Number one. Number two, for all other sectors, there is a need of plan for 20, 25 years. अब वो टाइम चला गया कि आप 6 महीने 8 महीने की बात करते थे. What I experienced in different governments, in every government, a clear firefighting mode all the time. A lack of a strategy in almost every important matter. So there is a need of continuation, and there is a need of charter for business, a charter for economy, duly approved from the parliament as well as from the National Security Council. कोई आए कोई जाए, आपकी policy same रहनी चाहिए. And then you will see that how investors will react and how investors will be ready to invest here in Pakistan. And before addressing FDI, I believe that please facilitate the existing investors in Pakistan. This is the number one priority. Existing investors includes the local investors as well as all the foreign investors who already invested in Pakistan. Because if they are happy, if they are satisfied, if they are growing, trust me, you will attract FDI on a sustainable basis. And there is a need to support all these organizations who are growing instead of creating a very difficult environment for them to progress and to grow. So this is also my request to Finance Minister and his team to address this issue on war fittings. एक आखिरी बात मैं उर्दू में कहना चाहूँगा, और ये बात मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि हम अपने आप से सच बोलना शुरू करें एज ए स्टेट ऑफ पाकिस्तान. जैसे हम अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में सच बोलते हैं, हम अपनी इंडिविजुअल लाइफ में सच बोलते हैं. एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होती है, उसमें हम एक बैलेंस शीट देखते हैं, हम एक एक्सरे देखते हैं कि ये ब्लैक है और ये वाइट है. जब स्टेट ऑफ पाकिस्तान की बात आती है तो हम सच नहीं बोलते. आई बिलीव that this country's potential is huge beyond lip service. And kitne bhi problems ho, this is the time to uplift this country. But without collaboration, without unity in the nation, this is not possible. So we all are blessed individuals. We all are corporate executives or the part of the national intelligence here. This is our role to support this country beyond our party affiliations. Trust me, beyond our party affiliations. Pakistan is first, and Pakistan will remain first. And I believe that with good policies, with collaboration, we will grow, and Pakistan will be a prosperous country in the near future. Thank you for your patience, and thanks for your participation. Pakistan Zindabad.